A year in the COVID-19 pandemic, which really changed our lives. The COVID-19 was really coronavirus. It's a new kind of virus, which really changed our lives forever. Although people follow health safety protocols like wearing face masks, practice social distancing, go virtually, everything that they do during the COVID pandemic. Now that the vaccines are out, it's time for us to be healed. And it's time for us to get back on track. And this 1995 film with Dustin Hoffman that I'm going to be reviewing is similar to the one that is today. And together, we will make the world a better place once again.
Hi, movie fans. Your doctor, Agent Mike, is here. Well, I really am Agent Mike. And the reason why I'm here today is I'm a doctor or a scientist or whatever. And so you know that I'm going to be talking about this 1995 Dustin Hoffman film titled Outbreak. Now, in this film, Colonel Sam Daniels is investigating a type of virus located in Zaire, which is held years ago. It is between Central and Southern Africa. And y'all know that's the disease where it's held. In the real world, the Ebola virus was in Western Africa, and until now, this worldwide global pandemic, COVID-19, is threatening and changing our lives. And we still have to get through this pandemic until we return to full normalcy. Enough said, but let's review and talk about this 1995 film, Outbreak.
In 1967, during the Kisangani Multinese, a virus called Motaba, which causes a deadly fever, is discovered in the African jungle. To keep the virus a secret, U.S. Army officers Donald McClintock and Billy Ford destroy the camp where soldiers were infected. Motaba is a fictional disease, which of course hasn't existed in real life. Of course, in real life, it was SARS, MERS, flu, and today's COVID-19, the coronavirus. 28 years later, Colonel Sam Daniels, a USAMRID virologist, is sent to investigate an outbreak in Zaire, located in Africa. He and his crew, Lieutenant Colonel Casey Schulner and new recruit Major Salt. In Zaire, they gather information about the Motaba virus. And of course, Zaire is one of the greatest places, though they investigate and then return to the United States. This movie, Outbreak, really is an answer to what the pandemic looks like in real life, like the COVID-19. Ford, who is now a brigadier general and Daniel's superior officer, dismisses the latter's fears that the Motaba virus will spread worldwide. Of course, the village was set on fire to escape the disease. That is, and we all know that a white-headed capuchin monkey is the host to the virus that's smuggled into the country.
Ah, cute monkey.
Sam Daniels returns to the United States to conduct research about the Motaba virus in the laboratory. As they do research and tests in the lab, meanwhile, James Jimbo Scott, a worker at an animal testing laboratory, is infected when he steals the monkey to sell on the black market. Sam Daniels identifies the two identical strands of the Motaba virus. The comparison between the two strands of Motaba virus is identical, well, almost identical. Meanwhile, the monkey was released into the nearby community of Palacides. And boy, the symptoms which was coming from the monkey that is occurring in this movie.
Other cool things about this movie.
Some coolest things about this movie is where outbreaks occur. A person develops symptoms on a flight to Boston and infects his girlfriend, Alice. Their illness is investigated by Dr. Roberta Keogh, a CDC scientist and Daniel's ex-wife. Jimbo, Alice, and Rudy dies, but Keogh determines that no one else in Boston was infected. Boy, there are a lot of outbreaks occurring, from clubs to movie theaters to lounges and bars. They all end up in the hospital, just like an actual diseases that occurred in real life. A call received that a hospital technician in Cedar Creek, California is infected when he accidentally breaks the vial of Rudy's blood. The virus quickly mutates into a strain capable of spreading like influenza, becoming airborne and causing a number of people to be infected. Daniel flies to Cedar Creek, California against Ford's orders, joining Keogh's team with Scholler and Salt.
A coastal California village of Cedar Creek had an epidemic disease.
Yes, that epidemic disease is the Motaba virus, the epidemic center in Cedar Creek, California. As the strands of the virus has been identified as mentioned, they did further research on it and discovered why the strands were opposites and how they are different. what it would become.
Oh, they discovered a virus called Motaba. That's the epidemic disease that occurred in Cedar Creek, California, and first discovered the epicenter in Africa.
As they are in Cedar Creek, the crew searches for a monkey that has a host of the Motaba virus. And of course, they try to find a monkey. Some of them have the host, some of them do not. They are searching and searching to try to find the cure for the epidemic place of Cedar Creek. Here's one example of how they are taken to quarantine once they are infected. A person gets infected by a virus. Then that woman was taken into quarantine at a medical facility. And while she was being tested and diagnosed, after she answers questions, she was hospitalized, and her blood was taken to research.
And while you go out in public during this pandemic, it is very important to wear this, the face mask. This is the only way to keep yourself safe until a vaccine and or an anti-serum develops and deployed in your area. Once it is deployed and it has herd immunity and the restrictions have been loosened, then we can take it off and get back to the way it was before. A normal life.
Schuler is infected when his suit tears and Keel accidentally sticks herself with a contaminated needle while treating Schuler. Of course, Ford provides an experimental serum which cures the original strain of the Motaba virus. Daniels realizes that his superiors were aware of the virus before the outbreak. Of course, Daniels heads to San Francisco to gather some research about the Motaba virus and how can he make an anti-serum by finding out that the monkey was really the one that has the virus, which is the host as mentioned. Of course, the girl draws a picture of her and the monkey Betsy, which she calls, was really amazed by her mother. Daniel's wife, however, was infected by the Motaba virus after she was pinned by a contaminated needle.
Oh, Colonel Sam Daniels' wife was affected by the disease, and now it is up to him to find the cure.
Daniels is on board the ship and discovered the photographs in comparison how this really happened to a patient. Of course, he considers to take into a consideration and to locate the host monkey, while Daniel's wife met with the patient before she falls ill. As the girl's mother watched the news on television where Daniels is on TV and discovered that a monkey must be located in the woods which has a virus. He has to find it and create an anti-serum in order for the citizens of Cedar Creek and his wife to be cured. There's a girl calling out to Betsy the monkey. Let's listen in.
Here, monkey. come closer. We need you so that we can extract that virus off and create an anti-serum.
Eventually, Betsy comes, and the CDC's been called. Daniels and Salt arrive, where Salt tranquilizes Betsy after Kate coaxes her out of the hiding in the woods nearby. Of course, Ford delays the bombing. On their return flight back to Cedar Creek, Daniels and Salt are chased by McClintock in another helicopter. Of course, they think it was crashing, but whoa! Looks like they missed. As one of the technicians extract the virus from Betsy, Salt mixes Betsy's antibodies with Ford's serum to create an anti-serum. Although that Schuler, one of the patients, has died, they save Daniel's ex-wife Keogh. Then, McClintock returns to base and resumes Operation Clean Sweep, refusing to listen to Ford. Daniels and Salt fly their helicopter directly into the path of the bomber's approach to its target. Looks like they're getting there. They're trying. That is the bomber plane. They're trying to stop them from bombing Cedar Creek. With Ford's help, Daniels persuades the bomber's flight crew to detonate the bomb over the water and spare the town of Cedar Creek. Before McClintock can order another bombing, Ford relieves him of command and orders his arrest. With the help of the anti-serum, Daniels and his ex-wife reconcile as Cedar Creek's residents are cured at last. Oh, wow. Everyone in town is cured thanks to the anti-serum. And getting back to full normalcy is a challenge. Outbreak is a terrific 1995 film with mixed reviews from the critics, and especially for getting through this COVID-19 pandemic.
Wow! Colonel Sam Daniels' wife is cured, and everyone in Cedar Village, California is cured. After it ends well. So in my final thoughts for this movie shows you what an epidemic and or global pandemic looks like. And I want you to reflect on this movie and in the previous pandemics like the Spanish flu, influenza H1N1, and the COVID-19, which is happening now. After all, this movie really showed us what it looks like, and I really like Dustin Hoffman. He's a great guy, as mentioned. So on a scale of 1 to 10, let's give this movie 8. That's right, an 8. It's a great film. You should definitely check this out. Thank you for watching this movie review. Just remember, I am always here, and together we can fight and we can win during this tough time. If you got any questions, comments, or requests, or any suggestions, or just want to talk to me, send me email here at agentmikemtr@gmail.com. I will be happy to respond to your messages back. And who knows, maybe I'll read your messages in the viewer mail section. So, this is Agent Mike, and just remember, keep on staying safe, and I will see you all in the next movie or TV show review. See you next time. Stay safe, y'all. Hey, all you movie and TV show lovers, and for those of you all staying safe, thanks for watching this episode here at Agent Mike's Movie TV Show Revewer. If you want to become a fan or leave a question, comment, or request or view my videos, visit facebook.com/DragonAgentProductions. And you can also view my videos and leave a question, comment, or request, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/DragonAgentProd1. and please give us a thumbs up. And you can leave a message on my blog here at AgentMikeHub1.tumblr.com. This way, I will be happy to respond to your messages back through these and lead a good, healthy life. So this is Agent Mike, and I'll be seeing you in the next movie and TV show review. See you next time, and don't forget, stay safe.